What is up, No Horsing family? Welcome back to another episode of the No Horsing Around podcast. As always, I am one of two dudes talking Colts, and as always, we are brought to you by our amazing sponsor, Wager Wire, a one-of-a-kind revolutionary sports betting app that allows you to bet on games all the way up to the moment that the game starts. One of the coolest things I think is the ability to get in and out of multi-parlays before they bust or go belly up. Make sure you go over to their website, wagerwire.com, drop in your email address. You'll be one of the first people to get that amazing app when it comes out later this year. And while you're at it, go follow them on Twitter at WagerWire. It's an amazing thing. We're really lucky to be having them as a sponsor. So on today's episode, you guys, we're kind of to the point of the season, of the off season, but we're going to start to have a little bit of fun with some of these topics, right? So today's topic is, drum roll, which one of these two Colts coming off of their rookie seasons is going to have a bigger year? Is it going to be Jelani Woods or is it going to be Alec Pierce? Let me think. Who do we think? Who is going to have the bigger year, right? Okay, so like Alec Pierce, second-year player coming out of Cincinnati last year, 41 receptions, 593 yards, 2 touchdowns, including the walk-off against the Jaguars. Take the top off the defense, does really, really well. He's a potential, but I feel like you guys are going to know where I'm going with this, right? You guys know which direction I'm personally going to lean. I'm probably going to lean towards Jelani Woods, right? I mean, Jelani Woods is just, in my opinion, we talked about it last year, right? Jelani Woods is just a beast of a human being. I mean, he's 6'7", 265, and last year had 312 yards and 3 touchdowns. I predicted last year I thought he was going to have 6. Got about halfway there, but there were games where he just completely disappeared, like they didn't even game plan for him. Now, why am I picking him over Alec Pierce? It's not that I don't think Alec Pierce is going to have a jump in his production. I do. I think there's a chance he could be a 1,000-yard receiver. We'll see. I think the way that Shane Steichen utilizes tight ends in his offense is what makes me believe that this is what's going to happen. I mean, one, he utilizes them a ton. I'll give you guys some stats to it. But then on the second side of it, I mean, like I said, Jelani Woods is just a mismatch nightmare. You got a young rookie quarterback who we all truly believe is going to be the one who's going to be starting the season under center as QB1. You want kind of this big target for him, especially a quarterback who, I mean, we can be excited, but has had some accuracy issues, right? I mean, doesn't have the highest completion percentage. So when I say that Shane Steichen utilizes tight ends in his system, I'm going to give you guys a couple of examples of this, okay? And why I think this is going to be the case. So let's jump in the way back. Let's go back to when Shane Steichen was the interim offensive coordinator for the San Diego Chargers. Tight end on that team, Hunter Henry, right? Hunter Henry had the year that he had with Steichen as the offensive coordinator was a career year for him. 652 yards and 5 touchdowns. He played in 12 games. Most yards of his career, second most touchdowns of his career, hands down, right? Now, you could be like, well, that's Phillip Rivers, da-da-da-da-da. Who knows? That's one example, Stephen. Can you give me another one? Yeah, I can give you another one. Dallas Goedert. Everybody knows who he is. He is a Pro Bowl, all-pro tight end for the Philadelphia Eagles. The year before Shane Steichen got there, right? Before he took over, okay? 524 yards, 3 touchdowns. The first year was Steichen, 830 yards, 4 touchdowns. And then this past year was Steichen, second year with him, 702 yards and 3 touchdowns. I mean, the dude, you're looking at Jelani Woods more than likely doubling in the categories, from in regards to his yards, in regards to his touchdown. They're going to utilize him, right? I mean, that's why if you asked me, who do I think is more likely to have just this breakout second year? I do. I really think it's going to be Jelani Woods. If I could bet money on it, I would. I don't know what category I'd fall that in, but that's kind of what I think. What do y'all think? Do you think that Alec Pierce is going to have a better season? I mean, he came along near the end of the year. He is a young, dynamic wide receiver. Could he? Absolutely. Absolutely. Y'all know, though, I beat that drum for Jelani Woods all last year. I'm going to do it again this year. And as far as looking over some of the stats for it, I think it matches up. It matches up to where you've got a freakish athlete who is now in a system where they utilize the position he plays. And he's going to be a mismatch nightmare. He's 6'7". He's going to be a mismatch nightmare. So what do y'all think? Drop it in the comments. Tell me who you think is going to have the bigger second year breakout. Do you think it's going to be Jelani like me? Do you think it's going to be Alec Pierce? Is there someone I'm missing? Do you think someone is off the board completely that I didn't even mention in this? Drop it in the comments. As always, you guys, please subscribe, join the family. You know, we had in our live stream this past week, we had 3 people join the family as members. We had someone drop a tip in the tip jar. We were thrilled. It was amazing. If you feel the need and you want to join the family, subscribe, ding the bell, don't miss things, okay? And as always, we end these things the same way that I always do. I love you. I know Zach loves you. Peace. I'm out. Go Colts.